Well, here's old Sanford getting ready to go in the shop for some fairly major overhauls, axle swaps, steering upgrades, transfer case redo, maybe a cage redo, stretching the wheelbase, and yeah, who knows? I'm sure the list will get longer as I go. Well, Sanford's in the shop, and I've got a pretty hefty list of upgrades we're going to be doing. Yeah, first on the list, swapping out the Dodge Dana 60. Well, it's Dana 61 and Dana 70. I'm going to get rid of those, and I got a 14 bolt and Chevy 60 with 538s and ready to go. So I'm going to slap those in. New leaf springs, front and rear. I'm going to go to hydraulic steering. This has been a pain in the butt. My drag link's rubbing even though I've notched everything. Tie rod's all bent. My hydro assist ram is bent. My steering box leaks and is kind of, I don't know if it's got gears going out in it or what, but that's going bad. So the whole steering has just been a pain in the butt. So I'm going to get rid of all that. With doing that, I can change the front of the frame. I'm going to put a Warn 8274. I'm going to sink it down in the bumper, kind of probably stuff it back into the grill as much as I can and stubby this up as much as I can. Yeah, and then we're going to go to the 42-inch Treps. It's on 42-inch IROX right now, but the Treps are actually about 4 inches taller than these are. It's pretty amazing the difference in height, but yeah, I got to stretch it to fit those. But yeah, battery, I need to relocate that. Tire's been grabbing the battery tray and ripping it down. I've got a little body work to do again. The 300 case, I blew the one up. I cobbled this thing together, threw it in there, and I mean, it got me through a weekend. So I'm going to pull it out, rebuild my other one, and do some upgrades on it. But yeah, and then with that I'll do new drive lines front and rear. The rear, when I do the leaf springs, I'm going to flip them, and it'll gain me a 4-inch stretch, which will make clearance for the Treps, because right now my 42 IROX just clear and they just stuff, but with the Treps they're quite a bit bigger. So I'm going to have to raise this up, probably, I don't know, up into here somewhere, which means right here is my inner fender, so I'm going to have to raise inner fenders and everything, which means changing the roll cage, which I planned on doing anyway. So, but yeah, with a 4-inch stretch and everything, that should get the Treps to sit on there. But yeah, different fuel tank, change my rear cargo area a little bit, get a little different storage situation going on there. But yeah, that's pretty much as of right now. There's little stuff. I never did mount an air tank for my onboard air. I'll get that mounted, I don't know, somewhere under the dash. I never finished my heater. That just blows right on the passenger. So I'd like to get a little heat on me every once in a while. Over the time of wiring in fuel pumps and different things in emergency, my wiring has just gone to hell. So I'll redo all that. But yeah, it's going to get a freshen up. Like I say, we're going to be in Wyoming in July, and I want this thing pretty much tip-top for that. So yeah, we're going to get thrashing on it, and whatever other upgrades we got to do, we're going to do, and have this thing ready to go. So yeah, stay tuned. Some folks call it a hydro ram. I call it a banana ram. Well, I ran out of time tonight, but it's sitting under there. I just got to throw the U-bolts on and button her up, and then I'll jack her up, throw some tires on it. I don't know, I got to do shock mounts and different things on there to get it to where it's done and actually in there, but it's sitting on the pads and everything. I got to still get my other leaf springs and everything, but I just want to get this in here and rolling around again. So I got other projects I got to do, so I can swap a leaf spring here and there in the evenings after work or whatever, but at least the axles will be in. The other ones I can put in storage or whatever, and yeah, but we're getting a little closer.